Bruce Lee was not just a martial artist, he was a revolution in human form. Before Bruce came along, martial arts was full of rules, traditions, and fixed styles that fighters followed without question. Kung Fu practitioners moved in set patterns, karate fighters stood in rigid stances, and boxing stayed in its own lane. Then Bruce Lee exploded onto the scene and tore up the rulebook completely. His speed was terrifying, his precision unmatched, and his ideas about fighting challenged centuries of tradition. The most shocking part? He did it all by blending raw physical power with a deep understanding of strategy, biomechanics, and human psychology. In this video we are going to explore exactly how Bruce Lee's Kung Fu power broke the rules of fighting, why his methods were so effective, and how they continue to influence martial arts today. The martial arts world before Bruce Lee. To understand why Bruce Lee's power was so ground, you first need to understand the fighting world before he came along. Martial arts schools in the 1950s and 60s were built around strict discipline and forms, prearranged sequences of moves that fighters practiced over and over again. Each style was like a separate religion with its own rules and techniques, and crossing between them was considered almost disrespectful. Fighters rarely stepped outside their own style, and those who did were often criticized. In traditional Kung Fu there was elegance and discipline, but often too much emphasis on ceremonial moves that might not work in a real fight. The same was true for karate and taekwondo, beautiful in demonstration but sometimes limited in practical application. Bruce Lee saw this problem early on. He believed that in a real fight rules and patterns could get you hurt. What mattered was speed, efficiency, and adaptability. Rule 1: Style doesn't matter, winning does. One of the biggest martial arts rules Bruce destroyed was the idea that your style defines your ability. He famously said, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own." This idea was revolutionary because it went against centuries of tradition. Bruce didn't care whether a technique came from Wing Chun, boxing, fencing, or wrestling. If it worked in a fight, he would use it. This approach became the foundation of his personal martial arts philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, which was not a style in the traditional sense but a way of thinking about combat. In Jeet Kune Do there were no wasted movements, no unnecessary flourishes. Every strike, every step had a purpose. This philosophy made Bruce's Kung Fu power unlike anything people had seen before. It wasn't limited by one school of thought. The power behind his punch, efficiency over brute force. Many fighters rely on muscle strength to hit hard, but Bruce Lee's power came from something much smarter. Efficiency. He studied biomechanics and body mechanics so deeply that he could generate explosive force from the smallest movements. His F.A.